This is Josh and his Defender 90, one of us four. As you'll see, either depending on how I do it later on in this video or already seen in this video, we've had some fun today. I don't know whether Josh will call it fun, but just tell us a little bit about this truck, Josh.
So it's a 1986 Defender 90. It would have started life as a 2.5 diesel or 2.25 diesel naturally aspirated. When I bought the truck 3 or 4 years ago, it had a Discovery 300 TDI in it, which is 2.5. Out of the factory, there are a couple of differences. They about 100 to 108 horsepower, so I'm told. Mine was played about with a little bit of boost pin, all that sort of thing. As a truck with it in, absolutely faultless. However, when I'm towing for track days and things, on the way to Nürburgring, it was just not man enough. Fuel was atrocious, about 18 miles to the gallon, and I could watch the temperature gauge and speedo in unison.
And how many times did it break down towing with a 300 in it?
Never. Didn't break down.
Right, okay. Just had to be stopped for a bit to cool down.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was towing anything heavy. It was towing his Track 106 rally. We'll do a video on this one probably tomorrow or whenever. And we'll tell you about this one as well. Eventually, it needs a clean first and a tidy up. But anyway, back to the Defender. To cure my power woes, as you can probably see, there is a rather large turbo hanging out of the bonnet. Rather large turbo that will be replaced
with this one
with the even bigger turbo.
More boost.
Well, it's going to be replaced fairly soon.
Which we'll come on to in a minute. This is HX40 off of Volvo lorry. I've just adapted the back of it over to take my exhaust.
Guy do that.
Yeah. And just modified up the oil pickup to accept the oil feed on this one. Don't know what sort of figure of boost this one will give me. That turbo there can produce up to 35 psi of boost for this engine. I'm hoping this is 35 plus. I'd love to know your thoughts of how much boost it's going to take. Moving back to the truck, so it's a HX35 and it's a Cummins 5.9 litre 6BT engine. It's a straight 6 and it comes from a DAF 45. It fits in quite nicely.
Yeah, it fits in a 90 quite well.
Fits in a 90 very well. They do another variant of this engine which they call the 4BT, which is basically 4 cylinders, and they cut it off about there. Strangely, it's about the same power output, but the 4BT is a lot more expensive to buy. So this engine... I
suppose it's a more modern engine, is it?
No, it's exactly the same. So this is a 12 valve, and they also do the Cummins 5.9 in a 24 valve ISB, which comes with an ECU and all that, and is mappable, that sort of thing. However, this is back to basics, no ECU, nothing to control it, one wire to start, and off we go. This one's coupled up with the lorry gearbox, and then it takes an adapter shaft over to the LT230 transfer box underneath, which is the standard Land Rover transfer box, and then we've custom prop shafts and air locking central diff for diff locks. I would like to put some air locking diffs front and rear to make it really go anywhere, but
bar puddles.
They're a lot of money. Today, me and Tyler went over from Torquay, where we are, over to Totnes, where I work, to pick up some bits for a Corsa that I've just put a new engine in.
Private work, as he's a mechanic.
And we thought we'd do a little lane on the way there.
So
the weather today in Torquay is exceptionally wet, puddles everywhere. So we went down this little green lane, should we say, which you'll see the footage in a minute.
Yeah, we'll
a little bit of information on the video. So went through the puddle, as you'll see. I think it sucked in a little bit of water, conked out. Obviously I haven't got any glow plugs to take out, spin it over to get the water out of the cylinders.
And we didn't have any tools anyway.
So phoned my cousin Mikey, who's got, which you'll see in the video, a Cummins powered Discovery 2.
Which maybe at some point we'll do a video on.
Yeah.
Bit of a different version in one of those though. It's a lot more work involved.
Bulkhead mods and stuff. So he towed us out, we bumped it down the road, fired up, Absolutely fine. There's a lot of white smoke from the exhaust because of all the water it was in there.
It's quite bad.
Quite bad, yeah. But drove it out the lane, sweet as a nut. Upon getting to my work to get the parts for the Corsa engine, I noticed a rather large puddle of oil.
It was quite big.
Quite big. We left it running, it must have been running 5 or 10 minutes, and the puddle was probably a 30 centimetre circumference, so a fair old oil leak. I mean, this truck, as you can see underneath, does leak a little bit of oil because it's still retaining its Land Rover tendencies.
So you tell a Land Rover's got the relevant fluids in, you check to see whether the floor's dirty, wet.
However, this oil leak was substantial.
Quite a big one.
We jet washed off the engine and had a look for it, and it unfortunately appears to be coming from the cylinder head to the block.
Just underneath the turbo.
Just underneath the turbo area. So I think we're going to have to take the cylinder head off, which I'm told isn't a great task. So we'll whip that off, and that'll be in another video. I think probably as it's compressed as it started, it's blew the head gasket, oil way outwards, and it's trickling down the side of the block and onto the floor. Unfortunately, bit of a bummer. Didn't really want that to happen so close to Christmas, but as per our YouTube channel name,
he has modified it, he's used it, he's broke it, causing despair, and now he'll have to do a repair.
I built this truck for one reason and one reason only: to tow anything, anywhere.
It's typical Josh, that is.
Yeah, it's easy access for the radiator. Just to tow anything anywhere, and we went to Nürburgring with it. Again.
Towing 106 and Nürburgring sign.
Behind you.
Nürburgring sign. Some signage. But yeah, this is Josh's place. We'd probably do quite a lot of our videos from here, as it's the biggest dry space we can use. If he's got space with all of his junk out the way for us to use it.
Yeah, I think you'll probably fit 6 or 7 cars in here. There's 5 in here at the moment. I reckon if with some sensible parking, you'll get 7
you get 2 in where the Volvo is. The Volvo over there.
My El Cheapo motorway tow bus.
But he's only crashed once already.
Yeah, it's only been the edge once. And I live above. We bought this place as a commercial property and converted it over, so I could have my workshop downstairs and a 3-bedroom flat above, which is not trying to be big-headed, it's obscenely big, and it's almost too big.
It's mirror image of the garage upstairs.
Image of the garage upstairs.
With a little bit extra.
It's obscene.
It's a big place, it's a good place, and we're going to make the utmost use of it.
That's an airsoft gun for whoever's going to comment on that. It's not real, okay?
Yeah, it's not real, it's an airsoft gun.
It is an airsoft gun, it is a SA-80.
Fires
BBs.
plastic BBs.
Yeah.
As a group of mates, we do it very rarely.
It is a toy.
Just fun.
So whoever spots that in the video, I just took it out of the Defender and slung it in here because it was in the way, and I didn't really want to get stopped with it in the car. So if you spot that, that's what it is. So this is just a little lane. It's not too much.
No, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? It would be right in a puddle, wouldn't it?
Nah, I think we're just out of it.
No, we're well in it.
Get it cut out.
Right.
Doesn't have any glow plugs to take out.
So.
Water in it, innit?
This is going to be an issue. Ideas then, Josh, as this is your Cummins.
This has not happened before.
Oh, right. Josh says, do you want to come out for a bit, mate? Yeah, I'll come out, mate. We'll go out, pick up some stuff. So if you're not going to get too dirty, it'll be alright. So there's your Cummins.
Oh dear.
So explain the next step then, Josh, because this hasn't got any glow plugs.
So no, hasn't got any glow plugs.
Turn it over. And how many times can you turn this over before the battery dies? Because it's such a big pull.
Probably about 10 times.
So we got 10 attempts.
So I think the next step will be phone cousin Mikey.
And ask a question.
No, and ask to tow whilst bump starting.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
churn,
I suppose it.
to churn said
push it
water out.
Because
I can't
obviously,
see it's eating a lot.
it's a pretty big puddle, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, we just half emptied it, and obviously it probably all went straight in here. That goes out the bonnet.
Yeah, decent.
Back in the truck.
And then pull me up. I'm facing
Phone it for
towards Totnes.
Thankfully, he's got a diesel eater.
No, it won't swing. I think it needs bump starting, like towing and trying. I just don't. It wouldn't have. I don't think it would have bent a rod. I think it's just enough in there just to stop it. Yeah, I don't. I think it's man enough to take a little bit of water in it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully it's just that. Sorry, mate. Thank you, mate. Bye.
I would say put the bonnet down, but there's no point. Nothing else is going to get wet, is it?
At least we're not in the puddle.
Yeah, we can get in and out. It's a bit cold out there, but we're alright, we've got warmth.
These are either on.
It's not bad. Time to get towed backwards.
Yeah, sorry, steering lock ain't on.
Yeah, I mean,
He said try putting it in reverse.
well, mate, that's just dragging us.
Just stalled him. He's gonna have to go low box.
This is getting warm.
Here he's in low box.
Yeah. Get a good roll on, Josh. Push.
Yeah.
Give him a bit, innit? Ignition on! Yeah! Fingers crossed. What? Yeah. Quite a bit of it.
She's trying. She's running, isn't she?
Yes. Smoking quite a bit.
Damn. Did he drive through there like a...
No, he like 15, 20
Sure,
miles.
I went into the
Splosh
puddle.
onto it.
You know how
No,
I
he was going like twice the speed.
Thing is, he shouldn't be doing that with that air filter.
No. That sounds right now.
There she goes. Bit of black there.
Yeah, that's right. Right, so take 2.
Of the same puddle.
Yeah, the same one.
We're gonna go slowly through this one.
Gently, gently.
Lorries were not designed for off-roading use. And especially not designed for turbos sticking out of bonnet. Well, at least Mikey's close by. So
Oh, you're gonna go extra slow.
yeah, I'm That's how it should have been, viewers. Oh, hey, she's still running. Cummins! It's the best in the world. bouncing around a bit, isn't it? Solid springs. Oh, me.
Yeah, I'd steady up, mate. Oh no, the puddle's this side, it's fine.
Oh, I'm talking about this little puppy.
Yeah, no, this one.
That looked a lot deeper than what it was. Gets a bit bushy down there.
Yeah, I remember. Remember the SJ and the Jimny get stuck in the rocks.
Oh, pheasant there. See the pheasant?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's a chicken. There he is.
And off he goes. There you go, some wildlife.
Who said we're not educational on this programme?
We're educational, don't drive through a puddle like an idiot.
Don't put a Cummins in your Land Rover. Put a Cummins in your Land Rover if you want to tow stuff like me. Don't put a Cummins in your Land Rover if you want to
Off-road like
go
you.
places. It's capable, but I think we need to rethink the old snorkel idea.
You need to get a guy on it. What's the matter, mate?
Ow! Oh, fucking shut the window.
Oh, you put your light on.
Your light on.
Shed some light on the situation.
Shed some light on the situation here.
I'm going to chin that gear knob. I don't remember it being this bouncy in the chimney, mate.
No, it's solid springs in this bad boy. And the tyres are quite high, to be fair. They're probably on like 30 odd PSI. Whereas for off-roading you want them on about 10 or 12.
Yeah, a bit of advice, don't go off-roading with a Cummins at 30 PSI then. Yeah, it's not too dirty. It's got a big oil leak. Where's it coming from?
This one's coming around the plate.
Is it all on the heat rack now? Turn full off. How much oil's this thing got in it?
15 litres.
It'll be fine then. Yeah, that's a. I mean, what have we been here? 5-10 minutes? That is a lot of oil. And it's dripping. Where's it dripping from?
It looks like it's coming from the sun there.
Covered the diff, yeah. If you look at the right hand side of the sump, it comes right to the back of the sump here though.
The question is it this rubber pipe that goes into the sump, or is it the sump itself?
Where does it come from, above that position?
Yeah, but is it spraying?
Nah mate, that's just a solid drip. It's not, well, does that pipe have any pressure?
Oh, it's coming from higher up actually.
Pop the bonnet then. See what we
Yeah,
can
there
see.
it is. It's coming from up there.
It's coming
Much higher up.
right up top, just underneath the exhaust manifold. Don't have any plugs that you could have popped out earlier. Can't get in there to see it. Well, it's quite oily this side as well, Josh.
Yeah, no.
That side always oily.
Yeah. That's the cylinder head.
Not cracked it. No. Can't quite get in there. Mate, check the oil, see how much you got in there. So, plan is now to tighten down the heads, or head, I don't know how it works, and hopefully just seal it a little bit. Hopefully we can just seal it a little bit, slow the leak down, so on the drive back it doesn't leak so fast.
Steam
Well,
it.
that's the Chelsea tractor cleaned. Can't even call it a proper off-roader because it can't handle a little puddle.
Tow bus.
We are obviously going to drive home now. We're hoping that tightening down, is it 4 head bolts on this side where the leak is coming from, or was coming from, we'll fix it, because obviously it was quite a clean, all painted up engine when it was put in. It was black when we got here, so hopefully
those core plugs. Those core plugs were black when we came in. So I'm hoping that's going to be it. I mean, we'll fire it up in a minute.
might as well just put some oil in it and
Yeah,
drive
put
it.
some oil in it.
Hopefully the Chelsea tractor will be alright, and if not, Josh will have to do an episode and showing you how to change the head gasket on a Cummins engine. Glug, glug, glug. That has taken you some practice to get that like that, because you're a nightmare for pouring engine oil all over the engine.
All over it. That concludes my episode, and we'll move on to 106 next week.